Beautiful night, beautiful light, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. I go by Melinda, NailFanatic, and I am your hostess. Excuse me, hold on, need a drink. Here to deliver this latest tarot message. It's timeless. It's channeled from the Tarot in the Shadow series. So I want to thank you all for being tuned in, tapped in, turned on, for the growth on the channel. I'm so thankful and grateful that you've been sharing the channel with people. So remember, if it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. When you find this message, it's by divine design that you do. So if it, if it's not for you, that's fine. But make your choice responsibly, because you're always responsible for the choices and decisions that you make. So with all that being said and done, I want to start tonight with the tarot from the one card, like an overall energy. What's this reading about? What's the Tarot in the Shadows message? What is the Tarot in the Shadows message for today? One card from the Dark Goddess Tarot. Please and thank you. And soplalo. Oh, the card just fucking flew right out. Wow. The bottom of the deck we have is Temperance, which in this deck is called Alchemy. It's Brigid. So underlying energy having to do with patience, having to do with alchemy, having to do with divine timing, switching one thing for something of greater value, blending of opposites. Finding an emotional balance. Okay. The card that came out was the Seven of Earth, Ereshkigal. The Seven of Earth. The Seven of Pentacles energy. So I want to see, what is the message of the Seven of Earth from the book? Give me just a moment. I want to learn about Ereshkigal, the Sumerian goddess of the underworld, it says. So, hold on, I need a drink. I just had to wet my whistle. So, Ereshkigal is the Sumerian goddess of death and the queen of the underworld. She is known mostly through Inanna's story of descent and resurrection. Though Inanna suffers when she journeys below, it is due to her trespassing, not because the underworld is a place of punishment. Ereshkigal's realm is a spiritual place that opens up for the dead after their burial. It is a proper place, as the heavens are the proper place of the gods. Those who are dying pray for the Lady of the Great Place to receive them, and that they may be fortunate enough to find a place near her feet and never wander lost upon the earth. In the well-ordered universe of Sumer, the underworld has rules even the gods must obey. No one may return to the land of the living. No one may rule both above and below. Though in Inanna's descent, she surrenders her positions at each of the 7 gates as required. She tries to break those 2 fundamental laws. The same inexorable rules brought Ereshkigal her crown. Once she was a beautiful maiden beloved by the gods, before she is taken from heaven by the dragon of the underworld to be his bride. Enki, the god of wisdom, pursues battles and kills the serpent. But his magic cannot restore Ereshkigal to the land of the living. Instead, she accepts the throne of the realm below. She takes the great bull of heaven, Taurus for her husband, and 7 gala lesser serpents of the underworld as her servants. In this image, Ereshkigal receives her reptilian features and fertility characteristics from the Mesopotamian funerary figurine 1,000 years older than the cities of ancient Sumer. Many similar statuettes have been found, all buried carefully next to someone's beloved dead. The dead were given back to the embrace of the earth in a time when Ereshkigal and Inanna were not rivals, and above and below not so separated. When she appears, intuitive leaps are the result of powerful but subterranean processes. Trust the one that emerges from the depths over the one coming at you from left field. Though the consequences may not be apparent or just, certain rules cannot be broken and some should not be broken. Know which are which. Success does not come from intemperate or injudicious action. Symbols can lose meaning and omens become lost if attention is not paid. Keeping a record over time reveals patterns at work. Discoveries await you. Keep digging. When magical tools have lost their power and purity, recharge them by burial in the earth for 7 days before cleansing and reconsecration. So a little bit of witchy poo-ness for some of you who want it. Interesting. So it's talking about paying attention to and doing the work, paying attention to the patterns, keep digging. You're going to find more what you're doing, divine timing coming into play with that temperance at the bottom of the deck. So we're going to read now from the Starman Tarot and see what is the message coming out for you at this time. So connecting the body and the body, connecting the body, heart, and mind, connecting the body and the spirit, connecting the heart, mind, and body, connecting the heart, mind, and heart, connecting the heart, mind, and spirit, connecting the spirit and body, connecting the spirit, heart, and mind, connecting the spirit and the spirit. One for the body, one for the heart, one for the mind, and one for the spirit, divine truth. Let me see, speak and hear it with accuracy, clarity, and simplicity for my beloved brothers and sisters of humanity. Thank you for giving me this message for this session of Tarot in the Shadows. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're showing up as the Two of Swords. Two of Swords. What's crossing you? You have the Sun. You're standing on the Ace of Wands. Wow. Behind you, Temperance. So that's the second Temperance card. And that's at the bottom of our main energy with the Alchemy card. Okay. Above you, the Princess of Cups. In front of you, the Five of Wands. What you're doing, Nine of Cups. How you're being viewed, Seven of Swords. Your innermost feelings are Five of Swords. And the outcome of this energy for you is the King of Wands. It's at the bottom of the deck. The Seven of Wands. Okay. The Seven of Wands. Different ones have different spears pointed. But the Seven of Wands talks about being persistent, trying to stick it through, stick it out, keep going, keep moving forward with it. Pushing, persistence, forcing. For some, it's applied force. I hear the Lord of applied force. The Seven of Wands says you've been really having to stand your ground in something. I hear everybody doesn't see things the way you do. So you've had to stand your ground with what you see. Interestingly enough, I see more challenges and challengers coming your way. But with the King of Wands as your outcome, I feel like you come out victorious. You may doubt yourself because in your headspace, you have the Five of Swords. You may doubt that you'll have victory in this. I feel like this is some sort of challenge that you actually been waiting for. Divine timing is unfolding for you, and now you get the opportunity to take advantage of what this challenge is. I feel like this challenge is challenging because you kind of have decided that you were going to give up on this at some point. You gave up on this, and so now that it's coming back up, and it's coming up in the way that it is, it's triggering some doubts within you. Like, but shit, why is it happening now that I've given up on it? This King of Wands is somebody external to your experience for some of you. I want to see one more card on this King of Wands to see what story they're talking about. It's the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So this is about you taking the action to create change. Okay. Some rules cannot be broken, and some are just not meant to be broken. Some should not be broken, even if they could be broken. It was the implication that the book had. I see that you've been playing by the rules. The Temperance card is giving that to me. I don't know why, but that's what the Temperance card is speaking to me. You've been playing by the rules. You've been playing by the rules this whole time. It's put you in this position that you may be unsuspecting of something that's coming up for you. I feel like something really powerful is coming up for you with the Sun card. And it's an opportunity for you that you didn't see coming your way. This is powerful for you. It can bring a lot of balance into your life and put you, I'm hearing 10 steps ahead of the competition in some sort of way. You're learning something new. Yeah. You're shining in a new way. You're doing something and you're kind of keeping it under wraps. You're not necessarily telling everyone about what it is that you're doing. So I see that you're not telling everyone what you're doing. This reminds me of my storefront. My storefront has a wall. So there's this little section where you can see into the store, and it's like a beautiful sitting area. If you've seen the photos on nailfads.com or at nailfads on anything, there's videos and pictures and stuff. Anyways, so there's like this cute little waiting area we have set up on the outside of the wall, but all the real magic happens behind the wall, right? So that's not visible from outside in the street. You could see how cute the waiting area is, which nobody really sits there but me. I just sit there and chill sometimes when I have time. But everybody wants to know. So it's like there's as much as you present information, but then there's what's really going on behind the scenes. So somewhere, this is like you're putting up you allow so much to be seen, but very strategically, you're thinking about, you're thinking about keeping it under wraps, and that is clear. People can see that, like there's they don't know. So it's like when you drive by my shop, you're like, dang, maybe, I don't know. But in my head, I think people say to themselves, well, what's going on behind the wall? What's that over there? I know people already say that, but I feel like with that wall there and they can't see all the way into the shop, it piques their curiosity. So I see that you got some curiosity piqued. I feel like you really like it. I feel like you really like the curiosity that you have piqued. And whether this is a person or like a whole situation. Because, like I said, you're only putting so much information out there. You're only letting so much be seen. There's so much that's still on reserve. You are coming up as a two of swords, and that's like a stalemate energy. That's a blockage. That's a I don't want to. It's a no. It's not a yes. That's a decision. Okay, a decision was like, I don't see you. You've recently told somebody, yeah, I don't see things the way you see things. I don't see things the way you see things. And somebody else, you told someone, yeah, I like it when there's some mystery there. So you might have mentioned this in a you mentioned this in some sort of conversation. And so you're seen as somebody who like doesn't tell everything. You know what? You're standing in your power. That's okay. It's okay. Do you have thoughts of like there's something like, do you feel guilty or something? I feel like it's light and fleeting if you do. Because why would you even feel guilty at all? I'm hearing. But it's like whatever you've been keeping under wraps, I feel like the sun is going to come out on it and shine a light on this thing. It's like the universe right now wants to bring attention to it and bring it out. We have two major arcanas in your spread, and it's the sun and temperance. Those are the only two that came out in the main spread today. And it's actually, we had two temperance cards, right? Because out of both decks that we've used so far, three major arcanas only. And so with double temperance and the sun energy, it's like it's divine time for something to shine. Have you been cloaked? Have you been cloaked in what you do? And now it's time for everyone to see you? I feel like I hear that when you come out and everyone sees you, it's going to really piss some people off. I heard incite rage in someone because I feel like I feel the energy of a jealous one around, someone who's very jealous around. You didn't know nothing about it. You couldn't see it, something like that. You couldn't even see it. Somebody was jealous around you. You couldn't even see it. You might not even know who this person was. Somebody here, they're going to be really jealous because the sun is about to shine on something in your life. And the sun, the happiest card in the deck, repeatedly as it's referred to by tarot readers, definitely applies in this situation. So you don't see coming something that's going to make you very happy. And it's coming into your life as you're standing in your power. And it's coming into your life because the divine timing has unfolded. In both instances, Temperance card is at the bottom of the deck. So this is telling me that the divine time has already come. You're in the divine time now. The divine time has already started. And, keep on keeping on. I get it's not time to quit. It is not time to quit. So the Seven of Earth, when it came out, it kind of showed itself. It did a flip where it showed up upside down, right? But what it was telling me is it's not time to give up. Because sometimes the Seven of Earth upright is like, okay, I've done all I can do here. It's just time to give up and go do something else. Like this shit it's a dud. It's not going to work. Okay. Some of you did that already a long time ago. I feel like you did that already a long time ago. That's why you don't see this coming. You already gave up on something. This is like if somebody comes through and wants to buy a bunch of pure romance products that I still have on the business that I have defranchised from. I don't know how to say it. It was an MLM company, right? So I removed myself from it. I was like, no, I'm just going to focus on the nails and the tarot. The toys is just doing too fucking much. So I pulled my energy back from that, but I still have certain products which are perfectly useful. So this would be like, all of a sudden, I get a huge sale of a bunch of products from stuff that's just sitting there, right? Because, and that would be fucking dope, right? And that's that sun energy. It's like I already had all these resources. I didn't know that this opportunity was coming my way. It just happens to be fucking perfect, is what it feels like here. There's something new, though, coming up. This is a new opportunity. It was an opportunity you hoped for a long time. But when this opportunity comes up, you're going to have to échale ganas. You're going to have to like really put your energy into it. You're going to have to, put in the work. You're going to have to put in the work. Somebody's going to be invited to some sort of competition. You'll be in some sort of a competition here. With the King of Wands as your outcome energy and the Two of Pentacles, yeah, this is set to change your experience. And you're going to have a lot of work to do from it. Especially if this competition has to do with your passion project, your thing that you love to do that means, your purpose. It has to do with that. So, shall we pull clarifiers? I think we shall. We'll use my handmade deck. Let's see what else we can dig out of this experience. So something you gave up on, you don't see this opportunity to really shine in it. There's a very happy making experience headed right towards you. And as a result of that, like, you're going to have a lot of work to do. You're going to be very busy. You're going to be very busy. Okay, for some of you, this does have to do with a competition of some sort. I heard saving the best for last. Yeah, I heard the competition can't see what you're coming with if you're in the competition. Whoever you're having this experience with, it's like they weren't prepared for all that you're coming with. So they hire you to entertain. They didn't know that in your okay, here we go. Perfect. Even better yet. This is perfect description. Thank you. So this would be like me being getting a gig to do tarot card readings for some sort of show, right? But them not understanding that when I do my tarot card readings, I channel a lot of music, so I'm gonna sing, and I talk a lot of shit, so there's comedy involved. So it's like they hire me for the gig, but they're like, whoa, we didn't expect all that to come with it, right? And they fucking love it. I feel like you'd be hired back for more, and they'll be having you back again. If this is a competition that has like disqualifying rounds, then you'll be moving to the next level. I see that. You'll still be staying in. I'm hearing, so you're going to have to juggle all the stuff you would normally have to do and make sure you do this too. So that's interesting. So let's see what experience wants to be discussed. I hate to use the word story because these aren't just stories. These are, I always try to remind myself when I'm reading tarot cards that this is somebody's fucking life I'm talking about. So let me just do this real quick. I want to give a shout out to our first commenter of the night, DS. So thankful and grateful. Virginia, welcome back. S. Aisha, Chalet, Virginia. All right. So the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. Something coming to an end. Something coming to an end here. With the Temperance, we did talk about something, switching one thing for something better. With the Two of Swords, clarifying that, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Independent, all the single ladies. 10 of Wands. Is it the end of independence? What the hell? Okay. The Two of Swords, refusing to see the Two of Swords over the Two of Swords. The Three of Cups. Somebody chose singleness and ended a situation because there was they didn't know that they were going to be so happier on their own. Somebody's like, I'm happier on my own. So we're still in the energy of it's good for you to be in your own energy right now. So Spirit's kind of given me that message a lot lately. And that's what it feels like. It's like as this year is wrapping up, there's something about, yeah, there's a union coming up here that you don't see because you're busy sitting in your own energy. Okay, there it is. Thank you. Now, why is the Sun card here? Ace of Wands, 10 of Cups, 9 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. So, for some, there's a possibility of an experience with a Leo person here that would not be you, but there's a new person, there's a new opportunity coming into your life that is pure bliss for you. So, for some, it's a new person coming into your life. This is a connection you did not see coming, and it's pure positive connection. It's fucking awesome. It triggers those fears of third-party situations. It really does. For someone, it does trigger fears of third-party situation. For somebody else, this happens at your workplace, and you're like, some rules can't be broken, and some rules just should not be broken. And so for somebody, there's the don't shit where you sleep or eat energy here. So with the job, for somebody, this is happening at their job. Excuse me. Either way, you're coming together with something new. For someone, it's an opportunity to do something. Put yourself out there, shine out, floss and gloss. Put yourself on display in some type of way. And you're nervous, anxious, because I heard this is a damn big deal. Like, this is a big deal, honey. And you're willing to go for it, even though you have anxiety triggered, nerves triggered, whatever this is, fears triggered, because you know that this is something that you really fucking wanted at one point. You really wanted this. So the Ace of Wands is what's below you. You're standing on the Ace of Wands. That's that golden opportunity. That's that beautiful opportunity to do this right here. Strength with the Queen of Wands. Okay, strength. You've been holding on to all this creative energy. It really wants to explode from you is what I hear. We have the 4 of Cups, okay, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, where you were rejected before, you'll be paid now. So you might have at some point, somebody here, at some point you offered to do this for free for someone or for different ones because you just really love what you do. And somebody was like, no, that's okay. I'm good. We have some. Actually, I'm going to be paying someone else to do it. So thank you for offering to do it for free. Or thank you for offering to do it, but we're going to go with someone else. Something like that. There was some kind of rejection or somebody had to take their power back in a situation and just choose to be single because this person, somebody in their experience was just not the energy for them. This person could have been very abusive for someone or controlling for someone. This was a controlling person, a control freak. For someone, this was a person who played real timid and soft and loving and nurturing. But really underneath the scenes, there was somebody here who was very harsh, inconsiderate in many ways. And it's crazy because it's like we talked in the beginning about showing a certain amount and then keeping the rest out of view and piquing the curiosity, right? And so what I'm seeing now is this person, for whoever had this experience with a specific person, they did that too. They only showed you so much of themselves, and then all of a sudden, the motherfucker's triggered, and you're like, oh, hell no, I don't know who the fuck the rest of you is, but I don't want to get to know this. It's not my vibe. This is not my vibe. I don't need to deal with this right here. It wouldn't be sensible. It would be belittling to myself. So behind you have Temperance. What do we have with that? The Queen of Cups and the 3 of Swords. So there was some emotion, some heartbreak, some disappointment. You have to get yourself together, though. The Temperance card is talking about you getting yourself together. What is it? This ain't your mama's heartbreak. Gone and fix your makeup. What is it? Oh my God. Something, and start acting like a lady. 'Cause I raised you better, got it, get it together, even when you fall apart. This ain't my mama's broken heart. With the Three of Wands and the Tower, yeah. So, that's what happened. Quit acting crazy. Was it something about acting crazy and start acting like a lady? I don't know. Anyway, so somebody here heartbroken, emotional. I could be there, was a fool. I can't describe the pain inside, 'cause love takes time. But I don't want to be here. No, I don't want to be here alone. Oh. Okay, so those two songs coming up here. So it's like first you were like, I don't want to be here alone. I'm so sad. Boo-hoo. And then somebody came up to you, or maybe your intuition, or maybe your spirit team, or maybe your best friend, or maybe your sis, and was like, girl, even when you fall apart, this ain't my mama's broken heart. And it's like, girl, go fix your makeup. This is just a breakup. Quit acting crazy and start acting like a lady. Above you, you had the Page of Cups. So, before I get into this card, I feel like you really fucking shook and shocked somebody because you were so heartbroken. You were so heartbroken. But this ain't your mama's broken heart. So you got your shit together. Mm-hmm. So this ain't your mama's broken heart. You shocked somebody because you pulled yourself right together. I heard somebody saying, you didn't even take time to mourn me. Shut the fuck up, egotistical motherfucker. Somebody feel like you should be boo-hooing and sad and crying. Why? Because they boo-hooing and sad and crying. This motherfucker feel like you should be boo-hooing and sad and crying about them, but you're not. And it's shocking. And why do they know? Why are they still that in tune that they know what the fuck you're doing? Whether you're crying and shaking and all that shit. That's what the fuck they want. I heard shiver me timbers. Somebody wants you to be shivering in your timbers. And I see your higher self, your spirit team standing there and they're making a joke. I see them and they're making a joke and they're like, I'm so scared. They're like, shiver me timbers. I see your spirit team are a fucking joke, man, right now. They're talking shit because somebody really tried to scare you. They tried to put some type of fear into you. Like I said, this person was very controlling. They liked to, like they say in the streets, if you control the mind, you can control the body. But you didn't fall for, you might have stopped, took a breath, took a knee or something like that, but you didn't really fall for this now. Yeah, that motherfucker hurt, but here you go. Clean yourself up, fix up your makeup, and keep it moving. So, above you now, what was the card? It was the Princess of Cups, Page of Cups energy. Clarifying that, we have the Nine of Cups. There you are, going for your own Seven of Wands and persisting in that. Okay, Queen of Swords, you got your firm boundaries. You're paying attention to shit you see and what's said and what's not said with the Page of Cups, clarifying the Page of Cups. So when you're interested in something, I feel like you're you're a little bit on guard in your mind, because you're like, hold on, I got a lot to protect here. My happiness is every fucking thing. The Page of Cups gives a very much like, let's have a good time. This is a good time, fun energy, playful energy, lighthearted, carefree. It's fun. It's, in a word, that Page of Cups is talking about. This is fun. And you're pushing your energy now, and you're persistent, and you're relentless now. You're defending now your emotional stability with the Nine of Cups, your happiness, your wish fulfillment. You know you have wish fulfillment there, so you're like, oh shit, this isn't where I plan to get off the bus at. This is not my destination. Bitch, I'm getting back on that bus because this isn't where I wanted to be. I'm going to get back on that bus, and I'm going further down the line because my stop ain't till over there. So you might be figuring out, like, you thought something was your stopping point in a job, a relationship, a belief, a religion, a pursuit in a talent, right? Again, we talked about somebody who gave up on something a while back, right? Don't see it coming. It's coming in. It's going to make you happy again. I mean, no, it's not, because you've raised your vibration. It's like you took all that pain and you transmuted it into power, baby, from that energy in your past. And it's like, I know too much to be stuck in that type of vibe. You've raised your vibe. You will defend the fuck out of your vibe now, because you're loving your life. You're having a good time. What's unfolding for you? You had the Five of Wands. I said it was going to be a lot of work coming up for somebody. This is a lot of people interested in you, attracted to you. If this feels like a dating reading or a love reading for you, this is people interested in you. If you're already in a relationship, you can have other people trying to drop a wedge or start some bullshit. Watch out for drama if that's you. If you're already in a deeply involved relationship that's like, official. It's official. People know, right? You could have somebody trying to cause some upset, somebody arguing, or your partner could end up in some sort of fight or argument with another person and come home and tell you about some bullshit going on, something like that. If you're single, this is people who are interested in you. If this is about your career and your arts and your talents and your abilities, this is a lot of competition. The competition is thick, but you in it, honey. You in it. You in it to win it. You can't win it if you're not in the competition, baby. So it's okay to be in the competition. So let's go ahead and clarify this Five of Wands, the Five of Cups. I heard somebody's getting some bad news that makes it very difficult. I feel like there's somebody who's watching this video that's going to be getting some bad news about someone in their life who they care about and their health issue, and they're going to want to be very supportive. It's going to be challenging, but I do feel like you're going to do it. That's a channel for you, whoever you are. Okay. You're going to be able to make it through it. There will be sufficient support there for you to be there for your loved one in this time of need. And we wish them a speedy recovery. Okay. The Five of Wands being clarified by the Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Wow. That's like walking away from sorrow. It's like goodbye sorrow. Goodbye loneliness. Goodbye disappointment. It's like, I don't even feel disappointment anymore. I'm just not attached. Where something used to hurt you so bad, you're just emotionally detaching from it more and more every time it comes up. Okay, that's coming through. What else do we have here? The Page of Pentacles, the agenda, the work that needs to be done. The next thing on the list is the Nine of Wands. Okay. So for someone, I'm picking up on a person here who you did create you created a separation from a person here in the past. Okay. This person, you've given up on it. When they show up, I feel like they're going to hope that they could come in and it's just going to be love and happiness and they could come back and get a fresh start with you. But I feel like you're afraid to try to make this work. And I feel like at the end of the day, you're like, too much stuff has happened. I got some work to do. And the next thing you're going to do is make sure you block. It's like pull your energy back, block the energy, rescind the invitations, something like that happening here. The Nine of Cups is what you're actually doing. You're actually allowing yourself to attain what you really want in this. So what does that look like? It looks like the Eight of Swords and the Hangman. Wow, yeah, something was blocked. It was stuck. You were feeling stuck, and there's this release from that with the Hangman. Okay, Two of Pentacles, creating this balance in your life and some change in your physical world, and the Six of Wands putting you in a state of recognition, of accomplishment, of victory. Wow, with the Nine of Cups, look at that picture. And that big it looks like a gong, but it looks like the sun. It's reminding me of the sun card, even though the sun card don't look like that. That's what I'm getting is sun energy. It's like, oh yeah, you're really happy. You're really happy. Somebody's career felt stuck, like it wasn't going nowhere. And all of a sudden something changes, and all the right contract, the right deal, making the right move. It's like it breaks the energy of that Five of Wands. So interesting. So if you have a lot of different suitors coming in right now because you're a single person, I see that what you're going to be doing is you might hang on to talking to 2 people out of all of these 5 people. But most likely, I feel like you're going to let them all go. I feel like you'll let them all go. Somebody, because it went from a 5 of Wands to a 6 of Wands energy here, you're going to meet a new person that's going to make you dump all the old people. And I don't feel like you were like in relationships with all these people. I just feel like they're different people you were talking to, getting to know. In regards to your partner, if you have a partner and your partner has been going through something right now, or you find that in your near future, because this is in a future position here, I see that you actually are going to be their wish fucking fulfillment in this. It's like, how do you know what I need? They don't want to tell you all of their feelings because there's some fear-based emotions, and they don't want to trigger you, and they don't want to drop your vibe, and it's hard enough as it is. Let's not make it any harder is what I pick up. If you're in this partnership, whatever this is your partner's going to go through, you're going to get through it just fine. You will get through it just fine. And what it will do is actually tighten the bond between the 2 of you. Okay, so whoever you are, that's actually pretty cool. In regards to your career or your talent pursuit or your business pursuit, you're really focused. You're really focused on bringing this change and setting yourself apart from the competition in a powerful way. Oh, yeah, you're going to get that. It's going to work. So you're being looked at as the 7 of Swords. And that's being clarified by the 9 of Cups and the World. Yeah. Okay, so the story, I feel like the story that is being followed most closely is this one where somebody wants to come back into your life and you're just like, I feel like I've done all that I need to do here. And Spirit is telling you that it's over, but then why am I attracting it again? The Emperor here with the 7 of Pentacles again. So the 7 of Swords, somebody feels, well, first off, the first thing I got from the 7 of Swords is somebody's fucking spying on your ass. They're looking at you and you don't know that they're spying. Somebody in your environment thought that they could get away with something. And they're looking at you like you know shit that you shouldn't know. Why do you know shit that you shouldn't know? Nobody's told you. Nobody showed you. I didn't tell you. Why do you know? So that energy is here. Okay. Somebody's in your environment Spirit is trying to get this person to walk away, because I hear if they keep coming your way, you're going to rip them to shreds. Not literally, physically, but I feel like you're going to say something to them. Yeah, I do feel like you're going to say something to them. And this is that same controlling energy that was trying to come in before, and you said no to them and you stood in your power. And they're looking at you like you're getting away with something, or, they think there's an energy here of somebody wanting revenge because they don't like that you could just, how dare you, are over it already. There's, they want to be able to hurt you back. Because they are hurt. How judgmental of them to decide how much hurt you need and how much hurt you've had. As if they know everything that's gone on in the privacy of your own heart and mind, or the darkness of your own midnight bed, right? They don't know what you've been through. How dare they decide that they know what the fuck you need? In such a hateful way, because it's a really ugly feeling that I'm getting from this person. It's like Spirit is telling them, give up. You're never going to control this person. You're never going to be able to dominate this person. This person is not under your thumb. Mm-hmm. I do feel like whoever this was in your experience, they really thought that they could sneak their way back in. I feel like sneak their way back in here. Okay. In your innermost emotions, the Five of Swords, we talked about self-doubt here in regards to career and aspirations and stuff like that. Being clarified by the Page of Swords and the King of Swords. Wow. Both swords cards over a sword card. So this is like no filter. I get no fucking filter. This goes, as soon as a thought hits, it's out your mouth already. Page to King. It's a thought. King, it's already out. Ain't no taking it back. The cat's out the bag now. So you're in your head a lot. And I feel like you've spoke it out, whatever you were in your head about. The Hierophant and the Chariot. Wow. So this is giving me the energy. Then this Five of Swords is talking about cutting your losses, because any victory in this situation would be a hollow victory. So you're like, I don't need a hollow victory. In other words, nobody really wins, even if you were to win in this. It's like giving up too much. So Hierophant is speaking about life lessons, higher minded, more spiritually minded, spiritual authority, higher levels of education and stuff like that. Okay, so you've learned a lot in this. I feel like in some way you're still processing everything that's happened here. But you've learned your lessons and you've decided to move on. Even if there's a little bit of doubt in that, you won't be deterred at this point. So, as the outcome energy, we had the King of Wands. That's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Let's get some clarifiers for this King of Wands. The Four of Wands. What else? The Justice. There's the end. Party's over. Literally, party's over. The engagement is over. The moving in together is over. The living together is over. Something here is over. Okay, party over. Justice is here. The Wheel of Fortune, changing your karmic cycles for sure. Justice and the Wheel of Fortune together with the King of Wands by the action that you've taken. So it's like you're stepping up. You're taking action. You're shutting it down. You're telling the universe. You're telling God. You're telling your spirit team, what the fuck are you guys doing over there? I'm not accepting this bullshit. Y'all better get it together. This is not what I asked for from, my order. This was not, I didn't order this. You could take that shit right back. That's what you're telling spirit. That's what you're telling God. Look, God, I know I said I asked for this and I asked for that, but this is not what the fuck I asked for. You can have this shit back. What's the return policy on this? How quickly can you send somebody to pick this shit up and get it the fuck up out of here? Because this is not what the fuck I asked for. Oh boy. Okay, the other card that we got to clarify the King of Wands from the Starman Tarot deck is the Two of Pentacles. So Two of Pentacles is somebody who is at a distance. See, these two coins being held separately, it's like the universe is keeping two apart. But let's clarify why this is here about that King of Wands. The Fool. The Fool. The Two of Wands. So this is like, fuck it, walking away from everything, making a decision to walk away from everything. Then we have the High Priestess and the Moon together. Because not only did your intuition tell you to, you're closing down the old cycle. The old cycle can't touch you no more. So this is now coming through as one cycle, another cycle. The old cycle can't touch you anymore because of the decision you made to move on. And I see you, as this pertains to another person in your experience, you gonna ghost on a motherfucker. They gonna have to wonder how good you look to gate, because as far as you're concerned, they don't need to never see you again. If you don't give a fuck what's going on in their life, it ain't none of your goddamn business. I don't feel like you're angry with nobody or nothing like that, but I just feel like you're like, look, there ain't nothing I can do over there with that. Ain't none of my business. I didn't fucking order that. Why you giving it to me? This shit don't fit. This is like you ordered the shoes the other day we had in the car to come out of the fields. The shoes you're wearing no longer fit. It's time for new shoes, right? And it's like, yeah, this situation, whatever it was, that shit ain't. Well, you must have sent this motherfucker to the wrong address because that don't belong here. What the fuck was you thinking? You should have known I was sending that shit back. You had told your spirit team some shit like that. You had told somebody that on the phone. Yeah, but something definitely come to an end here, and it's coming to an end again. You gave up on it a long time ago. Why the fuck is it back here? Did you fucking get lost? Did you get lost? How'd you find your way back here? What are you doing here? It's like that. This is Shuffle the Handmade Oracle. So here we go. Let's get it in. Chalet says, damn straight. And Aisha says, straight up. Aisha said, like MC Hammer, can't touch this, right? Exactly. Because spirit is holding these energies apart. So it's like the old cycle is nothing like the new cycle for you, okay? I know you've been through a lot. I understand it. I know that it seems like the old cycle is never going to end, but there's a promise here that the old cycle is definitely going to end, and it will be held apart from you and your new cycle. It won't be able to touch you in your new cycle, okay? So I see that here. I also see 4 3s in the spread. In my clarifiers, all the 3s came out. In your past energy with the Temperance card, you had the 3 of Swords and the 3 of Wands. In your current energy, you had the 3 of Cups. And in your incoming energy, you had the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so you had all 4 3s coming out of the spread. 3 times 4 equals 12, and that is the energy of the ancestors. But the number 3 itself is the number of the Vesica Pisces. That's the Divine Trinity energy. That is a very collaborative and cooperative energy. So I feel like you're cooperating with your ancestors to build your life up and create new stability for yourself, new levels of stability, new emotional stability, whatever it is, you're creating stability. So if this is about your business, you're definitely doing that, right? Again, anywhere where you kept people in the dark about what you're about to roll out in business, oh, that's going to be a fucking bomb-ass idea. Because in your case, that 2 of Pentacles with the High Priestess and the Moon and the Fool and all that, this is how you keeping the rest of the world out there. You're like, hold on, until I roll out with this shit, you ain't gonna know nothing about it. I ain't telling y'all my business plan. I ain't telling you what I got. I got some on my sleeve. Watch when I come out with it. So, soplalo. What's the most important message here for the love and peace and happiness. Try here at this time. Stay the course, for on your current trajectory, you meet a pleasant surprise. Hold on. I'm telling you, I love that energy for you, honey. Stay the fucking course. It's saying, I'm hearing that I did a reading recently in which this energy came out there as well. That was guiding you to stay the course. So there was more to that. It kind of just went away. Now the bottom of the deck, hold on. They want me to focus here more. The old dried cereal is stuck to the table. It's time to clear the table for a new meal. The clean slate, holding on, break it off. Okay, this is Oracle card. I live at the house with my daughter and my grandsons. I love it. I love that they're here. But this card came out of Spirit showing me the example of when the kitchen table had dried cereal stuck to it. And it's like, oh my God, I have to soak it, get a whole fucking butter knife out, scrape the motherfucker off. Like it was a real task. That's what it's like with this individual in your experience. They are old dried cereal from your old cycle and they're stuck on your table, but it's time for a new meal. Get the table clean. You got to get rid of the shit. Not a clean slate with this person. A clean slate in your life, a clean slate in your life where, you release everything attached to it. So releasing the anger, releasing the resentment, releasing the hopes and the wishes and the fears and the worries, and definitely releasing the person as well. Because they're part of the old cycle and it's time for a new meal, honey. That wasn't what you fucking ordered anyways. And you sure as hell didn't order a new meal on a dirty ass table. I'm just saying. But what do I know? All right. What else do we have for you? From the Abukra? Okay. That kind of a shocker for me. So let me get some shuffles on the Abukra deck and see what else I can make out of this message here. First off, I want to, worthy of honorable mention here is the double King of Wands energy in your outcome. The King of Wands was clarified with the King of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Justice, and the Four of Wands. What you need to know, what you're doing to close this shit out, puts you in alignment with that new cycle so strongly. Justice coming in for you. You're going to feel like everything is going your way. It's like all of a sudden there's this new energy that breaks in your life. And just like, so we're talking about cleaning the table, right? Dinner is not served when you're cleaning the table. Okay. So you're either now cleaning the table or you've just finished cleaning the table. So in that case, once the table is clean, then the table can be set and then the new meal can be served. So likewise in your life, you got to clear the deck first. You got to clear the table. You got to get rid of the old shit that don't belong there. Then you prepare the table. Once you clean the table, you prepare the table. You got to set the table. I don't know about all y'all. And I definitely don't know about the younger ones. Shit, my grandsons don't know how to do it. My daughter knows how, but we don't really do a lot of that around here. I guess I'm going to have to make more excuses for that stuff around here or whatever. But do people know how to set a table anymore? My friends do. We all older, though. It's like, I feel like anybody who's over 30 knows how to set a table, but does people under 30 know how? Anyways, what the fuck? Why are you talking shit? That sounds like ageism. What the hell? I'm sure. Anyways. What is the most important message from the Abukra for you at this time? Soplalo. All right. What is the most important message? Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. This is a pregnancy. Exciting news. It gives such tremendous joy to so many and anxiety to so few. So, whatever this is, it's coming up for you. Oh, there's another message. What the hell? Whatever this is, it's coming up for you, though. It's new life for you. So for somebody, there might literally be a pregnancy. if there's literally a pregnancy here, which I didn't pick up on that at all, but for somebody there is, otherwise it would have came out of my mouth. For somebody there is a literal pregnancy here. I feel like you're gonna wait until after the second trimester before you start spreading the news, is what I hear. Yeah, after the second trimester, right before the baby shower. Anyways, that's interesting. Or you'll be like right in your second trimester, something like that. This pregnancy isn't a human baby for 99.9% of you, though. This is you birthing what you wanted to get. Like, it's fucking working. What's the other card? Wow. You will be introduced to one who possesses the key that will open the door for you. The door, once opened, is so easy to open wider. So this is being, I'm hearing introduced to the circle, the right circle. So, like I said, there's a huge light getting ready to shine on somebody's career, somebody's business, somebody's venture, somebody's project, somebody's art, somebody's food, somebody's restaurant, somebody's whatever. Oh, man, you got good shit coming. That's what I want you to know. You might have been worried about this. Was it ever going to happen? It's going to fucking happen, honey. Rest your pretty little head. Don't waste one more minute in the energy of worry. Being guided to pull now from the download oracle. Yeah, somebody important and significant coming into your life that's going to help open doors for you, because they're going to introduce you to another group of people. So this will expand whatever you're doing, okay? Anywhere where you're letting go of a connection, something, what did I say? This wasn't your destination. You weren't supposed to stay here. Get your ass back up on the bus. You're never going to make it to the place you bought the ticket for. You bought a ticket for a certain experience in this life, for a certain type of love in this life, for a certain type of lifestyle in this life. You bought a ticket to that show. All the bullshit you'd have been through, that's how you paid for it. This isn't a ticket you pay with cash. This is a ticket you pay with experience, okay? There were certain experiences that you had to bring you to this place where you're perfectly ready to meet these significant individual that's going to open up a lot of opportunity for you. Where this leads to luxury and abundance, I feel like you already have kind of a secluded life, but you will then remove yourself even from your current physical location. You'll be in a new location after this. So anyone who was not really part of your circle, they're not going to know how to reach you. They're not going to know where you're at. They can see about it or read about it somewhere else, but they won't be finding out from you because, you're going to be gone. Living your best life, having that wish fulfillment. All right, we have this image here. Somebody's standing on the beach, surfboard on his head. Looks like he's had such a great day out on the waves. And the words say, I'm appreciative, grateful, and thankful that I know how to get up from a fall, that I know how to right myself and stand tall, that I have talents, accomplishments, and gifts in it all. Now, you've been through a lot, like I said. Did you? We were talking earlier about falling, taking a knee, bowing down, setting something down, just bowing out, something like that. Okay. The other thing I'm getting about this is this looks like a sunset. It feels very much like a sunset. And it's like at the end of the day, when the sun sets on your life, you may reflect back and say, I've been through some fucking bullshit, but without going through the bullshit I went through, I wouldn't have had half of the great experiences that I did. So that's very strong here. Like, you have so much to be appreciative, grateful, and thankful for. And every time you get up from a fall, it's like there's so much more in this for you. Now, here's another card that came out from the download oracle for you. Now, this I have a very personal, oh God, and here we go. It's coming out. It's going to come out now. So this card in particular has very significant meaning for me. The words that are on this card came with a fire that burned so hard. And the fire was spiritually guided. The day that I got and channeled the words on the other side of this card was the day that I danced with my father. Many, many years after he died. That's why it's significant. My father died December 2nd, 1993. He set himself on fire in front of my high school. Right when school got out, I was a sophomore that year. I was 15 and a half. And everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. So fast forward to whenever I wrote this quote, which had to be within the last 10 years, probably most likely the last 7 or 8 years, I wrote this quote. And I had a dance with my father in my studio to the song Dance with My Father from Luther. And once that dance was done, my dad showed me something that I had that this lady gave me. And she had some very ugly vibes attached to it. Magic is fucking real. And he told me to burn that shit up. So I went and got it. It was a tabletop. I went and got it. I cut it up. I had a power saw in my studio. So I immediately cut it up into like a bunch of little fucking squares. And I was about to burn the shit up in the back parking lot of my business when Spirit was like, no, call Kevin. My dad, actually, it was still coming through as my dad. Was like, call Kevin, get a ride, have him burn it up and have him take you somewhere to burn it up far. So he did. And there's so much there. My dad kept telling me, remember to get fire started, remember to get lighter fluid, remember to get lighter fluid, remember to get lighter fluid. And even when we stopped at the gas station, I still didn't fucking listen and get out and get lighter fluid. So we get up there to the dry lake bed and we're trying to light this fire and the fucking wood will not catch god dang fire. Then Spirit, my dad, they got fire retardant on that shit. I told you to get some motherfucking lighter fluid. Why didn't you listen? And it's like, damn. Then I thought back to all the bonfires we had in my backyard when I was a kid. We had a big ass backyard. And we did live in the city, but my dad would throw a bonfire right there on the ground. And he would just burn up old shit that he had laying around the yard because that was a lot of trash. So he would just throw a fucking fire. We lay outside on our blankets and stare at the fire while shit was burning up. You know, my dad would burn up the weeds and old shit he had laying around that just was no use. And I remembered when he burned up some milk crates that he didn't need, how the plastic burned forever. So even though I did not remember, no, I didn't listen. Thank you. I remembered, I heard it fucking loud and clear. Every time my dad said, go get you some lighter fluid. And I fucking didn't open my mouth to say, hey, Kevin, when you in there, can you see if they got some lighter fluid? I didn't fucking tell him. But all those pieces of wood that I needed to burn up, I had them in a plastic bag. So I balled up the plastic bag, put it in the middle of the pieces of wood, lit the motherfucking plastic bag on fire. Now, I'm telling you, when we were trying to light that wood on fire, my friend had a torch lighter and that shit wouldn't light. But I lit that plastic bag up and the fucking fire burned so hot, so furious, and so fast. That shit was burned up in no time. And then my toes got cold. I said, Kevin, my toes are freezing. Let's get the fuck up out of here. He's like, but the fire's not all the way out. I was like, man, it ain't nothing but embers. There ain't nothing out here but a fucking dry lake bed. Don't worry, let's go. So we get in the car to go. And as we get off of the dry lake bed onto the pavement, a fucking a fucking police officer is flying the other way. What I forgot to tell you about the story is while we were burning up this fire on the dry lake bed, a helicopter flew above us, shined the spotlight down, and I just waved. I waved. But I took a picture of the fire, and I made a meme. And it said, when it no longer serves my best interests. And what it was I'm burn that shit up. If it doesn't fucking serve my best interest, I'm going to burn that shit up. Once it's burnt up, it cannot be recovered. It cannot be brought back to life. It's fucking done. If you're not serving my best interest, I will burn you the fuck out of my life. That's your vibe. That's your mentality. And that's okay. Because if you're not looking out for your best interest, trust and believe somebody else is, and they will make your interest their best interest. You know what I'm saying? So that was a long ass story. Yeah, that night was pretty awesome. So when we get on the pavement and the cop is flying the other way, I said, Kevin, put the fucking gas down, man. He was like, wow, they're after somebody. I'm like, dude, they after us. The fucking helicopter, the fire. Let's get the fuck up out of here. We got away just fine. Right in the nick of time. It was awesome. Because, you ain't supposed to burn shit up at the lake bed, and they probably was scared it might be a body. This is Las Vegas and shit. Shit be happening. So, yeah, it was interesting because it's been on my mind for the last couple of days. Oh, the anniversary is coming of the day of my father's suicide. And so, I want you all to know that I'm not sad about it. Since I've talked about it, I feel like some of you may be in shock. People are often in shock when they first hear about my experience. I don't feel sad about it. I don't feel hurt about it anymore. For the longest, it was that fucked up thing that ruined the rest of my life. But now, from where I stand and with all of the learning that I've done, I now know that it was the biggest blessing of my life, because it was the AP advanced class, full speed ahead, crash course in emotional mastery, personal empowerment, the awakening to my authentic nature. Honestly, it was a catalyst to my spiritual awakening. It took a while to get here. I'm 43 now. That happened when I was 15 and a half. But today is the anniversary, and I just want you to know that I'm not sad. I remember the first time I found myself grateful for my father's suicide, I was watching the movie Miracle from Heaven, about the little girl who had something wrong with her, and she was miraculously healed when she fell into a tree trunk and had a dream and visited God in her dream and all that. Yeah. When that happened, I was having my own conversation with God when she was inside the tree while I was watching the movie, and my daughter's sitting next to me, not knowing what the fuck's going on inside of my head. So she's like, oh, Mom, stop with the waterworks. She don't know. She don't know that I'm having a whole conversation with God, and God is showing me all the ugly shit that I've been through in my life and all the hurt and the pain that I've been carrying around and being angry and resentful about my whole life, and how I didn't need to be angry and resentful for it, because without that, I wouldn't be here now, the way you see me, the way you know me. Giving you the best of me. Amazing. Yes. And that's literally what I have to give now. I'm at my best that I've ever been. Now, notice I ain't in competition with nobody. The only competition I'm in is with who I was yesterday and who I was last 5 minutes ago. It's about improving my own self, right? So, that day I realized that all those things that I went through, they were to teach me, to train me to be who I was becoming even at that time. And I had reason to be grateful for them, because it was a crash course. I mean, the mind mechanics that I began to understand, that I understand now and still am always being taught, are so fucking deep. I was literally a rageaholic, bipolar motherfucking person. Not to say that I don't still get triggered, and I will cuss a motherfucker out if I have to, but I'm not a rageaholic, bipolar motherfucking person no more. It really, like, for most shit, I can just walk away easy breezy, no problem. But, that means now it's a tool in my toolbox, because I only pull it out when necessary. I only pull that rageaholic beast out when it's time to defend myself or my children or something like that, right? And thank God I haven't had to do that in a long fucking time, because I don't like breaking my nails. I know I don't have to pay to fix them, but bitch, it takes time to look this good. I'm just saying. Anyway. While we talking shit. So that was a whole lot. And I'm reading here on the comments that we have some donations today. So let's see what we have here. I saw something about a donation sent. I'm going to check my phone. Let me just check my phone first. It might be easier that way, because y'all just going off on comments. I don't even know what y'all was talking about, but I'm sure you got something to say. Renata Betts sent me $15.15 for a YouTube reading. So Renata, I'm going to be looking for your question, honey. I'm going to the comments to look for your question. So thankful and grateful for your donations. May every bit of love and peace and happiness and money too that you send me multiply and return to you, increase, praise. Always have that intention for the channel. So Renata, let me find Renata's question. Renata, did you put it in the comments? My dear, I'm looking for your question. Renata, I see where you said donation sent through cash. Was it just a love donation, baby, or do you have a personal question? Put it in the comments for me. Let me know. Let me see what else we got going on. I'm going to go up to the top while I give her a chance to put an answer. DS, I hope you got a spiritual message related to your career from that. If it resonated with you, that definitely applied because we was definitely talking about career as well. It was interesting how you were talking to me. Okay. So y'all talking about how your day was. That's good. I so love how you do what you do and how you deliver it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So many layers to it. I love the layering of the messages. Let me see. Calling Vibes thinks I'm funny. I think that it's me you're thinking is funny. Okay. Still looking to see. Shani, welcome here. Shani Boo. My singing psychic. Yeah. Singing psychic it is, baby. Yes. Let's see. What else? Thank you for your sympathy, guys. I appreciate your sympathy. That's so sweet. I just want you to know, like, I've been processing this stuff. There's still times where I'll cry every now and again. Usually I'll be watching a movie or I don't even have to be watching a movie. Sometimes it'll be about a song or something like that. But I'll just have a quick little emotional moment and then it goes and that's okay. So I hear there's somebody here who also you've had this suicide energy in your life. And, there is purpose in everything. So my sister and I, born into the same household from the same mother and father, we had both of our same parents on earth the same amount of time. Choices and responses to experiences are everything because here I am and this is what I'm doing. And my sister's life is a far contrast from mine. And it's all about your responses. You can stay stuck in victim mode, in needy mode, in hurt mode, any of that, as long as you want to. But if you choose to empower yourself and dig your power out of a situation, you'll be able to do that too. But that will be up to you. So, Renata, is there something particular going on with your baby girl? She's asking for a general reading about her baby girl. So let me see. I'm getting the Eye of Love Tarot out for you. Let's see what we have for Renata, please, and thank you. For Renata, what is the message that she needs to know now about her baby girl? For Renata, please, and thank you. For Renata. And I see we have a donation here for Mimi as well. So I'll be doing yours next. That just came through. All right, so for Renata, a message about her baby girl. For Renata, please, and thank you. She sent her donation, so this is the reciprocation. What is the message for Renata about her baby girl at this time? What does Renata need to know about her baby girl? Okay, baby girl, the Six of Wands, overcoming, victory. Anywhere where your baby girl has had some sort of challenges, difficulty recently, I see that she is going to overcome it. Oh, Renata says school is getting her down. Okay. Yeah. She's going to overcome this. Six of Wands energy and the Queen of Swords. Okay. We're going to... I hear... Is this it? There's some sort of defender there. Somebody here really is kind. There's a friend around her. She has a friend. There's a friend there who will speak up. I get an advocate energy, a friend. Okay. But I also hear what we want to do is we want to teach her. I'm not sure how young she is, but we want to teach her how to use her words and let people have their different opinions and not take it personally. In other words, what she's going to be learning, whether this is you teaching her or experience is teaching her, she's learning to let that shit roll off her back like the water off the back of a duck. You know what I'm saying? Let that energy roll off of her. I feel like whatever's going on with your daughter, it's because she is so beautiful, so independent. I feel like she has better clothes than the other kids. I feel like the other kids may look at her with some jealousy because of her beauty or something that she has. That she has, like, maybe your daughter has a gold necklace or something simple, you know, that she has, that to you guys is no big deal because she's had it for a long time. Somebody else, whoever this is talking shit, they're just fucking jealous. What I need you to know is they're just jealous. There's some sort of defense here. I don't know if this is this her daughter defending her, or is this a friend? It's a friend. There's a friend here defending her. What's going to happen is your daughter's going to learn how to defend herself from this friend as well. So aside from whatever you're giving her at home, she's going to learn to defend herself there. Okay. So I hope that helps you there. There's some changes coming. Anywhere where there's some, I hear, has there been a rude teacher or something like that? There's going to be some kind of change coming in there. Anywhere where it has to do with a teacher or somebody who is cold. There's change. Something's about to change, and she's protected. So whether there's literally a physical friend, because I kind of feel like it's energy of spiritual protection. Now, for you, they're saying, what I'm hearing for you, Renata, is what you need to do is pour that energy of, she's always blessed, safe, and protected no matter where she's at in her skin. And she is brave and she's courageous and she knows how to stand up and speak out and pour that over her. It may not be her truth exactly at this moment in the 3D experience, but they're saying pour that energy out all over her. That will help her. Okay. She said, rude teacher is so on point. She calls her a witch. Oh, that fucking bitch. Oh, it's wrong to fuck with the kids. This bitch gonna get in trouble. She can fucking run the wrong one. I'm telling you that right now, Renata. Fucking with your daughter was a bad idea. That bitch finna go through some type of changes here. I hear you could, you know what? That is a little, especially if you are a witch, that is religious intolerance. And at the very least, you can have her removed from the classroom. So have you looked into that? If this witch bitch teacher, you want to talk about a witch? I'll show you a motherfucking witch bitch. Put your ass in a cage and leave you there. Maybe that's what you're going to do. Anyway, so that's what I have for you, Renata. I hope that helps, my dear. Everything is going to get better. She's going to be fine. She's going to overcome whatever the fuck comes her way. You know what you tell your daughter, too? For me, tell her Melinda NailFanatic said, no matter what the fuck type of shit they talking, baby, you just keep a pretty smile on your face and keep it moving. Remember that they only say stupid shit to you because that's the stupid shit that they got going inside of themselves. Usually people talking shit. They talking shit because they the ones that need to hear it out loud. So, Renata, you ain't looked into changing class. Yeah, honey, look into changing classes and tell why. Tell how this lady who's supposed to be an adult teacher of a child is talking shit to a child and they ain't got no business talking shit to the child that way. That shit is not acceptable. I would be in there raising motherfucking hell in that bitch. They really would think I was a witch. It'd fucking probably be a goddamn storm come through when I come in there. I'm just saying, I won't play that shit. I had to tell the teacher in front of the fucking school counselor, can you be quiet? You didn't call this meeting. I called this meeting so my daughter could speak. So it's your turn to be quiet. This isn't your classroom. This is her meeting. You didn't want to be nice and you want to be disrespectful to my daughter in the class. Now this is her meeting. So you sit there and be quiet And that was after I told him that he should have a job at a penitentiary because he'd be better off as a warden than a teacher since he want to fuck with people so bad. Why don't you go fuck with somebody that needs fucked with instead of our children? Anyways, yeah, you see I have strong feelings about this. All right, Mimi baby, thank you for your donation. How will my mediation video court case tomorrow morning will go for me? Let's find out. How will the court case go for Mimi tomorrow morning? King of Swords. Okay. There's the legal team, the Fool. Okay. And the Six of Pentacles. You know what? It's going to be help. So you're worried about it. You're very worried about it. Interesting. It looks like somebody's going to have to pay you. If this is about some kind of charges, well, I don't know why I'm hearing charges dropped, or is it that somebody dropped the ball? But I heard charges dropped, so I don't know what kind of case this is. But it looks like somebody gonna have to pay your ass. That's what I see. Pay you. That's what I see. You gonna have gains because somebody gonna have to pay you. That's how I feel about that. The judgment. It's clear. It's over. Clear. It's over. They're gonna have to pay you. So they're going to have to pay you. She said it's something about work. Let me see. Yeah, it's going to go in your favor. Confirming it again. 8 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. It's going to go in your favor. So whatever this is about is going to go in your favor. You're worried about it. I hear that everything's going to be just fine. It's going to work out in your favor. Whatever needed to be remedied, whatever needed to happen is going to be handled in this thing tomorrow. That's what I have for you, my dear. So I hope that gives you a little bit of peace of mind. Do yourself a favor and try to get it off your mind for the rest of the night. Put on some music you really enjoy softly to fall asleep too. So when you start to try to get stuck in your head, instead you listen to something soft that you like, right? Something easy. Like me, I like jazz. Sometimes when I'm in that kind of mood, or R&B. What you like though, baby? Oh wow. You know what? I'm gonna do a message for me. What do I need to know right now? What's the most important thing for me to know? I'm going to do myself a general message. What I need to know. Who shit? Honey, I just put this back in there and he's back out for me now. What I need to know is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. What's up with this Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? What the fuck? The Fool card is back. What I need to know is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius is starting a new journey. Okay, walked away from something, starting over again. They feel like they want to give back, okay? But they feel like you're very independent, but they're sending love. Okay, they're sending love. You're the wish fulfillment. That's fucking wild because you're the Empress. Okay, cool. I'm with it. That's fine. You can send love. That's fine. But yeah, you know it's a new journey, honey. So that's what we have at this time. So thankful and grateful. And thank you for giving this video a thumbs up, sharing it with somebody who needs it. I'll be back with more. I put all of your zodiac signs up again today. You have mini zodiac sign readings. I hope that helps. Anything else we need to talk about? Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Okay. So with all that being said and done, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through. Call love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, bye-bye.